Hi guys, welcome to my new project. This is an Abandoned R6. This thing's been abandoned for 10 years. It's over 10 years sitting on this shelf in the garage. The story behind it is quite interesting. This was Frank Trombino's A bike for the 2005 season. It has a podium. It's raced Mosport. It's raced all the tracks across Canada. This was fast. This should still be fast. But what happened was, like anything else, a small thing happens and things get left behind. The bike was bought by a friend, his brother actually, to do track days on. Small crash, nothing major, track was okay, bike was okay. Bike threw a chain broke a case came out, case got welded, all good, case went back in, bike wouldn't start. I'm sure they've tried a lot, they worked on it for quite a while, and they could not get the bike to start. So the bike went on the shelf, and the bike sat there for 12 years or 10 years until I found out about it. I came up there and started questioning and asking and questioning and asking, and eventually I was able to buy the bike. I just wanted to see it back. I wanted to see it running. I'm happy to own it. I can't wait. My plan is to do the 2024 Nationals at Mosport. That would be the plan. Right now it's November 2023. There's a lot of work to do. I am not going to be doing the engine work on this. I'm not going to get it started. I'll do a lot of stuff on bikes. I'm capable. This is not a YouTube channel of let's pull the bike apart and try to get it running. This is let's get it to somewhere professional, because I want the bike back to looking like this, like this, like this. This bike deserves to be back on the track. This bike deserves a lot of things. So what the plan is, we'll get it down off the shelf. We'll get it over to the shop. And we're going to get it right, because there's a lot of the good stuff in it. And the engine has got all the good race only, Japanese spec, YEC parts. It's got all the good stuff. And I want to ride it. I want to see it going. Even doing track days on it, I'd be happy with. But the plan is to go racing. And since the plan is to go racing on a national level, I don't want to be messing around with it. I don't want to do something wrong to do damage to myself or the bike. So we're going to get it over to Acme Motorsports, where Craig knows his stuff. He knows his Yamahas. He's worked on bikes of this vintage. He's possibly worked on this bike itself. So we'll get the engine running. We don't know what's wrong with it. We do know they cracked the case. We do know that it won't start. The engine does turn over. The rear wheel moves, but they won't move together. So there's another issue in it. I'm hoping it's not the clutch. I'm hoping something internally is not bad in the engine, but we will find out. But the first step was getting the bike down. And the only way to get a bike down was like this, without having like 5 guys picking it up, you use a forklift. And the bike eventually comes down. The bodywork's there, everything's there, and we're going to get it over to the shop. We're going to get it working. We will find out what's going on. There will be updates. Craig will figure it out, even if it means, in my case, swapping the motor for a stock motor. I still want to see this bike going, and we will still watch videos of doing it. But this is the first part of rescuing this abandoned race bike that's been sitting there. The parts I can do is I can clean the bodywork. I can remove all the old stickers. I can do a lot of stuff to it. I can do the brakes. I can do a lot of things. But when it comes to the engine, when it comes to transmission, it's not worth it. So the idea is, again, to get the bike, as we're saying here, getting it out and getting it to the shop, because you leave it to professionals or something like this. This is not, I'll say it again, it's not a YouTube thing of let's pull the engine apart and hope for the best. It'd be okay for a track day. It was okay for Project 6 when I was trying to build that ZX6, which I knew from the beginning was going to be a pain in the ass. This is hopefully better. This will be working. This will be running. This will be on the track. Not quite sure how far I'll go with it. If I will make the Nationals or a track or a regional round. But that's the plan. Thanks for being here. See you guys soon.